how to stay motivated. Stay tuned. This is Damon Cart from NLP Gym. How to stay motivated. NLP secrets. If you haven't already, please click subscribe to this YouTube channel so you can get these videos on a regular basis. Staying motivated. This is a question I get quite often, mainly from coaching clients, but I get people emailing me this question quite often as well. How do you stay motivated? And that can be for anything. How do you stay motivated to practice NLP? How do you stay motivated to lose weight, be healthy, keep the weight off, keep exercising? Salespeople often ask me how should they stay motivated, or how can they stay motivated to keep doing their calls, their daily calls or cold calls, whatever they do, or house calls. So how does one stay motivated? First of all, before I give you the sexy NLP secret to staying motivated, first of all, you have to stop thinking about motivation. You have to stop thinking about this idea, this concept of motivation, because really that idea is just standing in your way. When you think about, oh, I need to be motivated, or I hear people say stuff like, when I'm motivated, I will then lose weight, or I'll start exercising. When I'm motivated, or when I'm as motivated as you are, I will make more money. Or I hear things like this, and it's just really funny because there is no motivation fairy who just goes around to the lucky ones and sprinkles fairy dust on them, and then suddenly they become motivated and they get up and they start doing everything because now they've been blessed by the motivation fairy. I know it's ridiculous, but that's how we think about it. So the quick and dirty answer to this is habit or habituation. You might be saying, well, that's not NLP, that's just something we all do. Well, yeah, that's kind of what NLP is. Something we all do. It's how we do it. It's understanding how we do it. So when you think of a habit and you can model how you do that habit and then map it over to something else you would like to be a habit, well, now you're modeling, and that's NLP. Think about brushing your teeth this morning. Where did you get the motivation to do that? Or what about getting dressed before you went to work today? What motivated you? How did you do that? Where did you get the motivation from? Was it an issue of motivation? Did you even think about motivation? Probably not. And that's because motivation only gets in your way, or the idea of motivation. So the key here is to create a habit and then have the habit go unconscious so you don't think about it anymore. That type of habit for anything you want to accomplish is key here. So you don't even have to think about motivation. If you watch my videos or you read my blogs, you know I talk a lot about values and how values are motivation. And that's exactly what they are, because if you value something, you will naturally be drawn to it. You want it. If you value food, and because you're hungry and food's right in front of you, you don't stop to think about motivation, you just eat it. And so this is the same thing. Now, knowing what your values are, because a lot of times they're unconscious for us, might not be enough. You might need a good strategy, and that's where habit and habituation come in. Habituation is a great strategy, just like brushing your teeth and getting dressed in the morning. At one time when you were a kid, and this is why this habit is so strong for you, because it was established very early on when you were a child, but when you were a young kid, your parents had to tell you to do it. You didn't want to do it. You weren't naturally motivated. External pressure had to be applied for you to do it, because if you didn't, then you might not get to watch TV, you might not get to go play with your friends or whatever until you did. So that was your motivation. However, at a certain point, when you started being concerned about how your breath smelled around your friends or around people you were attracted to, and you became a little more concerned about your appearance, especially when you became attracted to certain people, now you start caring about getting dressed in the morning. You start caring about how you look and what you wear. So then the motivation shifted. The motivation shifted to internal motivation, not external motivation. This establishes a habit very early on. You don't even think about it today, you just do it. The same thing goes for things that you want to accomplish now. Let's say you want to lose weight or you want to become more healthy. Well, know your value behind that. Why do you want to become healthier? What's important about becoming healthy? Maybe you want to see your yet-to-be-born grandchildren grow up, and you want to spend time with family for longer, and you want to increase your quality of life and feel better so that you can be there for loved ones. It's very motivating, sounds very motivating to me. But anyway, find your own motivation, find what the value is, and then create habits around that. I'll share with you some of my habits for being healthy. I make sure I drink a nutrient-dense, low-calorie protein shake every morning. Every morning. Maybe I'll skip one morning a week. This way, the high protein makes me feel full, so I'm not hungry right afterward. And then I eat a planned, nutrient-dense, low-calorie lunch, and I do the same for dinner. So I think this thing through, and I stock my refrigerator with these things so it's easy to put together. It's easy to put together a meal of, say, meat and vegetables, very low carbohydrate. Then I weigh myself every day of the week except for the mornings after my cheat days. Okay, so I recommend having one cheat day a week where you get to eat whatever you want. I don't do it one day because I tend to splurge too much. So I break my cheat day in half because usually in the morning I don't feel like eating heavy stuff. So in the morning I'll have my protein shake, and then from noon on I can cheat, and I do that twice a week. So I split my cheat day in half. I won't weigh myself the morning after a cheat day because then that's just going to make me feel bad and things are thrown off anyway. So that's one of my habits. Weighing myself also lets me know if I'm staying at the weight that I need to be. So if I start to gain weight, I know I need to be a little more careful. So these are just some habits that I have, and because I have these habits, I don't even think about them very much. I just do them. Of course, I exercise and I do all those things too. But you just need to create good habits, do them enough times that they become unconscious. And it's that simple. No motivation needed, because if I had to compromise or I had to negotiate every single morning and every single lunchtime and every single dinner time about this, and if I had to worry about my weight randomly instead of know on an ongoing basis what my weight is, this would not be a habit. It would be inconsistent, and of course I would have all the fluctuations of inconsistent health, or probably it would be not so good health. But anyway, when you bring this idea of motivation into the equation, you just create distance between you and what you want. So it's really pretty pointless. So drop the motivation, get clear on your values, create a strategy, which is based on habituation, and do it enough times to where it becomes so habit, you don't even think about it. It's unconscious. And there you go. It's an effective equation, and it's really easy, and it's really simple. Check out my website, nlp-gym.com. Follow me on Facebook for real-time updates on upcoming workshops and talks that I'm giving or hosting for other teachers like Dr. Matt, who, by the way, will be coming back in late January, early February. We're definitely going to put something together with him. If you like this video, please click like right down here. And also, if you haven't already, like I mentioned, subscribe to this channel and reach over and click the bell as well so that you can be notified when new videos come out. Take care.